Yo, what's going on, guys? KrispyFlakes here. For today's video, we are going to be rebuilding the New Orleans Pelicans on NBA 2K22. I do apologize for no videos over the past few days. I was spending some time with family, but yes, we are back at it, guys, with the rebuild. As you can see, we are using NBA 2K22 current gen version because it actually has start today mode, because God forbid 2K puts start today in next gen, right, man? So we're on current gen. Not that big a deal. It's pretty much all the same anyway, because 2K typically doesn't really make big changes to my league or my NBA or nothing like that, man. But yeah, it should be completely fine. So yes, today we are looking at the New Orleans Pelicans, and they started their season off 0-3. A big part of that is because, you know, Zion's not playing. I mean, anytime you take the best player off your team, chances are you're not going to be as good. So yeah, they pretty much got blown out with the exception of this game against the T-Wolves, where they only scored 89 points, right, man? So during this time, though, it's been pretty interesting because, you know, if you look at the player stats, like without Zion, I mean, these guys are still playing some damn good basketball, right? So you got Ingram dropping 27 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. So what's going to be interesting to see is how exactly does he play once Zion is back? Like, is his scoring going to take like a big time drop or something like that? Or is he going to be able to still put up these numbers? Because if he's able to do this still, then they are in a really good place, right? Because you got two guys that can average 27 plus points. Alexander Walker, I think a lot of people expected this guy to break out a bit, and he's doing that very early on with the 17 points. Love the 8 rebounds for the 6'6 guard. Not really focusing on passing too much, but, you know, that's not really that big a deal. Devontae Graham is kind of playing like his Charlotte Hornet days, at least before they got LaMelo, at 17 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. Efficiency not the greatest at 40%, but the 3-point shot is at 40% off 9 attempts per game. So he's basically going out there and going full on like Mario Chalmers style, if that makes sense, right, man? Like, if you watch the mime, you know what I'm talking about. Valanciunas has been nice. Very underrated center. And then, you know, you get beyond the starters right here, and then you have the rest of the team. And yeah, it's they pretty much have no bench help at the moment, right, man? Which once Zion's back, that will help a little bit, because, you know, you got certain guys going to the bench and stuff like that to strengthen things up. But yeah, man, so stars have been good, bench unit not so much. So to start this season, you know, I don't typically like doing trades in the first season of a rebuild, just because, like, this is the team we have. Maybe around, like, the trade deadline, I kind of see what's up with things. But, you know, as far as this year goes, I think the majority of it is going to be, you know, for one, getting Zion healthy again, which I hate saying that every single year, but it seems like we have to. But also just kind of seeing, like, which one of these, like, young pieces work, and how Ingram is incorporated playing with Zion once he's healthy again and everything. And, yeah, when it comes down to it, man, I still think this team is like a big 3-piece away from really contending in the Western Conference. So hopefully we can bring that player in at some point in this rebuild. But yeah, man, so we're going to go ahead and simulate the rest of this first season, get to the offseason. And, you know, once Zion's back in the lineup, I'll put him in there and everything like that. So let's go ahead, guys, simulate the rest of this first NBA season, see how this Pelicans team can finish. Okay, guys, so we are at the end of the season, and this just goes to show how much of a difference maker a guy like Zion can be when he's fully bought in and healthy and good to go. A record of 53-28. So, you know, man, 0-3. So early on in the season. Obviously, you know, a lot of their free agent signings and trades were built around Zion, so having him back on the team is going to kind of make things come full circle. I'm not saying they're going to be a 53-win team, but if you are a Pelicans fan, it definitely could get better instead of getting worse, right? So we got one more game here against the Golden State Warriors, simulate through date, and finish with a W on the season. So we got Giannis getting the MVP award, Evan Mobley, who just had a fantastic game the other night, Drummond, still wearing the Lakers jersey, as 6th man on the Philadelphia 76ers, Giannis defensive player, Daniel Gafford most improved, and Steve Nash as coach of the year. We got All-NBA first, we got All-NBA second, and All-NBA third, so none of our players making it, unfortunately speaking, but that's okay. So playoff-wise, okay, so this is kind of a new board for me. So they don't have the play, no, they do have the play-in tournament for 2K22 current gen, which is kind of nice, but we're actually first in the conference, man. Like I was saying, I'm not expecting that out of the Pelicans, but you never know, man. A guy like Zion could be that. I mean, he was the #1 pick for a reason, right? So let's go to the player stats on the season, see how everybody kind of finished things up. So Zion was the leading scorer at 26 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists per game. Ingram, his scoring did go down. It definitely did, but I mean, the efficiency is still there at 51%, 41% from 3. So that is to be expected, though. I mean, it's not like I was more so concerned about like a huge dip, but, you know, sacrificing 5 points per game to have Zion in the lineup, not that big a deal. I do want to look at his split stats here. So this was him, you know, in like the first month of the season. This was before, yeah, the schedule's all screwed up here, isn't it, man? Why does it say December, man? That don't make no damn sense. I don't know. Maybe they had last year's schedule. Okay, so I'm not going to really care too much about that. Maybe I won't be using current gen all that much this year. I don't really know. I still have to kind of think about that. But yeah, let me see the rest of the player stats on the season. Yeah, that was kind of interesting. Did we start in December? Was that how it was? I don't know. But you got Valanciunas at 14 and 10. We got Devontae at 14 and 7. And he did shoot about 36% from 3. What I'm kind of seeing here from the starting lineup is I really like Nickeil Alexander-Walker. I want him to be a bigger focus of the offense. He has to work on his efficiency, but Valanciunas to me still kind of feels like he's a good center. I just don't know if he's the right center for this team or what this team absolutely needs, but we'll kind of go along with that as, you know, this rebuild as we do more seasons and everything. So here we go, guys. Let's go ahead and simulate the play-in tournament. Simulate play-in. So here we go. We got the actual playoffs now. In the first round, we do have the Sacramento Kings. So let's simulate round right here, see how this goes. And we get them 4-0. Love seeing that. View box score. We got Zion dropping 20-19 for Devontae and 18 for Brandon Ingram. Next up, we got the Lakers. Simulate round against them. And wow, man, got them 4-1. And we got the Bulls, Chicago, or we got the Bulls and the Celtics in the Eastern Conference. If we can get past Utah, we might be talking about championship in the first season, man, which the Pelicans have been pretty deadly this year. Have that be current gen or next gen. So no big time surprise, but we got 28 for Ingram, and we got Valanciunas telling me to shut the hell up, man. 25 and 50 is like, Crispy, I am the perfect center for this team. What are you talking about? Man, this team is, it ain't no joke. It really isn't. Okay, here we go. Utah Jazz. Simulate round. And we are in the NBA Finals in the first season after the team started off 0-3. How about that, man? How about that? Chicago, or Boston Celtics in the NBA Finals. 38 we got for Tatum. Simulate round. Hey, man, first season. Game 7 NBA championship. You cannot complain about that. Zion Williamson as your finals MVP. So now we're at the point in the rebuild where, okay, it's no longer a rebuild, it's now a dynasty mode, man. We're trying to build a dynasty and win multiple championships. So shout out to the Pelicans, guys, winning it in the first season. Okay, let's go to the draft lottery because we should have somebody's draft picks from the Anthony Davis trade to the Lakers, I would assume, right? But I don't know, man. It seems like they got other picks too, but let's kind of see here if we got a chance at anything. We do not. I mean, the Lakers made the playoffs, so yeah, no chance at the lottery, which is okay. We don't need a lottery pick. But as far as our pick does go, we do have, yeah, the last pick in the draft. That kind of makes sense. Okay, so let's go to the NBA draft and just kind of see who's available. I don't plan on making any sort of trade, but then again, who knows, man? Some to use their pick. Okay, maybe there will be like a steal right here for us to take, kind of add to the lineup. So yes, let's go to the overall. We got Harrison Ingram, Benedict, Max, Rocco, Kenneth Lofton Jr. As far as wanting these guys, so here we got Harrison Ingram, 3-point scoring, inside scoring, and perimeter defense. Seems like the type of guy you would want around Zion. And like I said, it's the last pick in the first round, so probably not anybody that's going to help us right away, but, you know, maybe at some point in the rebuild we'll kind of get to him. Sim to the end. Okay, there we go. Rookie signing, 74 overall. Yeah, we'll probably keep him around. Team player options, Josh Hart, definitely bringing him back on the 2-year, $12 million contract per season. And qualifying offer, or I guess free agency now, right, man? So, yes, money-wise, we ain't got too much. Not too much money to spend. I would have loved to be able to afford either a Bradley Beal or Zach LaVine. Let me see how much money I'm actually away from doing that. Negative $44 million. Yes, not close at all. And Levine's a little bit cheaper, but definitely not too much. So, yeah, let's get some veterans on this team and kind of go from there. So, we got Robert Covington. We got Enes Kanter. Okay, so we already got, what's his name, Jackson Hayes for a backup center, which I'm completely fine with. For the power forward spot, I guess I wouldn't mind bringing, like, an Otto Porter on the team. Just kind of sit in the corner, you know, shoot some corner threes. So, yeah, let's sign him up to a 2-year deal. Sandorowski we weren't really using too much, so I'm fine with him walking away. So, yeah, Otto Porter should be at least a decent signing for us. So, there we go. Is there anybody else that we really need to go back after? Not that I'm seeing. So, Nurkic, we got Oladipo. Would I want him just for, like, his veteran presence? Because Alexander, I wouldn't even actually mind Oladipo starting and then using Devontae Graham more as a scorer off the bench, kind of bolster that up a little bit. Let's go ahead and grab up Oladipo. Let's not grab Oladipo because we cannot afford him. So, yeah, that was a lie. Yeah, not really any like big name players left. So what I'm going to do, guys, is simulate to at the beginning of the regular season. And yeah, we might look to make some trades and try to get like that third piece added onto this team. So the good thing about 2K22 current gen is that they do have training camps. So let's go to untapped potential and let's use one of these on, I'm thinking we should probably use them on both Lewis Jr. and also Trey Murphy, just because like they are kind of some of our younger players that should, in theory, have a pretty, good future on this team. So yeah, untapped potential on both those guys. Actually, let's use one on Alexander Walker, see if we can break him out into like a next level type of player, right? So here we go, man. Advance next season. Let's go ahead and just take care of this regularly. Okay, there we go, man. So as of right now, starting five looking like this, pretty much the same as last season, which was good for a championship. But yeah, wouldn't mind going for another big name piece. So I really like the addition of Otto Porter on this team and everything. So yeah, let's go ahead, hit up the trade finder, and let's do a trade of, let's try Valanciunas out. No, Valanciunas was nice first, man. He's only got 1 year left on his deal. Let's go with Jackson Hayes, because me personally, I'm not a big fan of Jackson Hayes next to Zion. It's too much like athleticism, and I feel like Jackson Hayes kind of clogs up the paint a little bit too much for Zion. So let's do a trade of him. He's on a 1 year deal. Let's toss in, let's see, I like getting Otto Porter. Let's toss in Josh Hart, because we got Porter and we got Trey Murphy for our forwards off the bench. And let's go with the first round draft pick, man. See what we get here. Probably nothing too crazy. Jared Allen, that's actually not bad. Victor Oladipo, Cody Zeller. Here we got Keon Reggie Jackson, Zaire Williams, Bogdan Bogdanovic would be a nice knockdown shooter. PJ Washington, Taylor Horton Tucker. Here we get a draft pick and Buddy Hield. The Kings are typically a bad team. Adding Buddy Hield on, just for floor spacing itself wouldn't be a bad idea. But definitely not finding like that. Oh, man, I always say Miles Turner is the perfect center for this team. I really do. Jeremy Grant, I like. Kyle Anderson, Pokusevski, Malik Beasley, and Chris Boucher. That's pretty damn decent itself. You know what, man? Let me go with Malik Beasley and Chris Boucher. Because Beasley, I feel like, is just kind of like the odd man out when it comes to being on the T-Wolves. I mean, yeah, last season he did put up 16 and 3 for them. But, I just feel like we are, now we probably be a 6-man. Because we got Nickeil Alexander-Walker, right? It's like one of those guys might actually fall off a little bit. No, let's do this. Let's get Malik Beasley and Chris Boucher. We'll do this. And then next up what we'll do, let's go to the roster, is we are going to put Alexander Walker as a point guard. Goes down to a 76. That's completely fine. Devontae for the backup, like I was kind of saying early on anyway. So we got, and we'll go Chris Boucher as center. So he stays right there. Otto Porter, let's put him as small forward. That should be fine. And yeah, we should be a better team because of all these moves. Let's switch out Devontae. Switch him out with, we also got Lewis Jr. on the team too, don't we, man? So we can kind of have like 2 shooting guards right there. Gonna go with a 10-man rotation. That should be cool. Let's bump up the minutes here. There we go. 25-25. We got so much talent on this team. It's one of those cases where sometimes in rebuilds you're begging to get like, man, I need to like bolster up the rotation. But in this case, it's just like we got so many great players. It's like, how do we handle that? But that's how you handle it, man. You give them all minutes and go from there. So yeah, we are a great team. We're a great team, and we won the championship last year. I think we can run it back this year and try to get another one. System, we got a 3.5-star balance system with Willie Green. Guys, let's go ahead and simulate this second season. And we didn't really get like that third superstar piece, but I think overall we just kind of made ourselves a better team. Okay, guys, so another 50-win team this season, 51-30 to be exact. One more game against the Houston Rockets, simulate through date, and finish with a W on the season. We got Luka as MVP. It'd be nice to get Zion one of these in this video, but I don't know if I've ever actually seen him win it before. So we got Chet getting on the Rockets Rookie of the Year. Damn, that's actually a good fit. Him and Jalen Green would be nasty for like the next 10 years, maybe 15. All-NBA first, All-NBA second, and All-NBA third. So we got Zion making it this time around. Also, DeJounte Murray, shout out to him making it, man. Okay. So here we go. We are third this time in the Western Conference. Let's go to the player stats on the season and see how the new players did too. So Zion and Ingram still kind of killing it. Malik Beasley looks like he was a nice addition. Maybe not as much scoring as he was on the T-Wolves, but still an overall good player. I thought for $15 million too, pretty cheap. Alexander Walker as the starting point guard was pretty nice. I love the 5 assists. Not really like a go-to playmaker on this team, but everybody's kind of making plays for other, which is good for overall ball movement. Valanciunas, 12 and 11, kind of went down a little bit, man. He's kind of dipping a little bit, but we'll see what type of contract he's looking for, this next offseason. But yeah, man, overall, pretty damn happy with the team yet again. It's hard to complain about being third in the conference. So here we go. Let's simulate this play-in tournament. And we are in the regular season, or the regular playoffs, I should say. So first round, we got the Lakers, simulate round against them, and okay, we got them in a 7-game series, so making it a little bit more difficult this time around. 30 and 10 game for Zion, 27 for LeBron James. Next up, we got the T-Wolves, who we stole Malik Beasley from. We didn't steal him, really. I forgot who we gave up in the trade, but we'll see who gets the better end of the stick on this. And we get them 4 games to 2. Okay, we got 32 piece for Zion. Now we got the number 1 seed San Antonio Spurs. So Spurs basketball is definitely back. I see who was on this team real quick. They got Jovic, DeJounte Murray. Obviously, you got All-NBA team. We got Josh Primo. And, I mean, I don't know if I'm seeing number 1 seed here. But then again, hey, 2K, I mean, there we go, man. They are the number 1 seed. So, simulate rounds. And we got destroyed 4 games to 0. Absolutely just obliterated here. This Jovic guy is just damn deadly, bro. 15 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists in the playoffs. Okay, yeah, we got, man. Plain and simple. We got, oh my goodness. Bro, I could have had DeJounte on my team. That is amazing numbers for him. Okay, I mean, he's a great player, but I don't know if he's that good. Okay, so we lose in the Western Conference Finals, which is nice because winning 2 championships in a row can be kind of boring, man. So now we got ourselves a chance for a bounce back, rebuild, a bounce back offseason here to see if we can get back to the NBA Finals. Let's go to the draft lottery, see if we got anybody's pick. And we do not. We end up with the 22nd pick in the draft via the Los Angeles Lakers. So that's not too bad at least. But let's go to the NBA draft. So I think I want to get a little crispy with it, man. If it's going to let me, I would like to maybe try to trade Ingram away and build around Zion, kind of like in a new look way. We'll kind of see. Let's go to prospect scouting real quick here. Wait. Oh, I thought that dude was available. I was going to say, man, like how are you available number 1? All right, number 22, I mean. Okay, let's go to Trade Finder. So Ingram has 2 years left on his deal. Let's do a trade of Ingram. Let's toss in that pick. And I'm going to toss in Otto Porter because why not, man? And we'll kind of see what's offered up. Here we got Ben Simmons and Emoni Bates. Goodness, man. That's a good trade. Not only does it give us the defense of Ben Simmons, but also Emoni Bates. Like, that's your Ingram replacement. So that's not bad to start. Here we got Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan from the Bulls. 2 more like veteran players kind of add around the squad. Jaren Jackson and Amari Bailey, Rudy Gobert, Julius Randle, Victor, Jovic, and DeJounte Murray. Both those guys destroyed us last year in the playoffs. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. We got Cat and Hunter Salas. Oh, I don't know which one to trade or to take because obviously we want to win a championship. This is Zion and Simmons is not the greatest spacing wise, and as much as I like Emoni Bates, I don't think he's going to help us right now win a championship. So I'm going to have to pass on this one. This is so interesting. I mean, once again, DeRozan and Zion, not the greatest, but you got on Zach LaVine to the mix. It's it's not bad. It's not bad. I don't really know which one of these to go with here, man. And then Shai's just great, and Karl-Anthony Towns just makes sense next to them. So you know what? Let's go with this trade. Let's go with Karl-Anthony Towns. Put him, one of the greatest shooting centers in the NBA next to Zion. Should be amazing for our spacing and everything. So we'll go with that. Okay, welcome to the team, man. And that Hunter, I think he's one of the top prospects. So we might be able to flip him for something else. So yeah, no rookies, team player option. So Malik, we are accepting the team option there. Kira Lewis, Trey, Marshall. Yeah, this dude can walk. We're not really using them. Even Marshall is probably a good NBA player, but we're not really using them. So we'll let him walk away. Is that? I was gonna say, was Kristaps on our team? No, this is something else. Okay, so qualifying offers, Zion and Alexander Walker. We're going to extend that, but hopefully try to sign both of them. So Zion's getting an offer from the Kings, probably a max contract. 4-year, 141. Yeah, we'll definitely match that. I don't really want to, I would prefer to sign and trade Valanciunas if possible. So, yeah, let's get out of this. There we go. Okay, there we go. Zion is matched, which is probably a better contract than what I would have had to give him in real life. So, yes, Alexander, sign him on to the multi-year deal. Assuming he wants to sign it. Come on, man. Sign that up. Okay, so he is back on the team. We might have lost Valanciunas. Yeah, I'm not seeing him anywhere. He might have went to a different team, which is okay. We just didn't really have the money to sign him anyway. all things considered. Yeah, he's going to be gone. That's okay. So available players, Derrick Rose for the bench, Reggie Jackson, Evan Fournier, good shot creator, Kevin Love at power forward. So we can definitely get some solid veterans in this case. The center spot, we got Karl-Anthony Towns now, so that definitely works. I wouldn't mind Kevin Love as a backup. I guess I would, because we cannot afford him. What else we got here, man? Yeah, so it says we can afford him. It says he's affordable. We'll give him that, see if he signs it. Probably won't. Come on, Caleb. There we go, man. There we go. Besides that, I guess, yeah, Chris Boucher. Not sure we'll use him, but we'll see. Okay, man, let's go ahead and simulate 2 at the beginning of the regular season and kind of see where we stand with things. Okay, guys, so this is the team as of right now. As you can see, we definitely have a weakness at the small forward position, but luckily for us, we do have a lot of point guards on this team, so we should be able to flip something around and kind of make things work. What I'm going to do is I do want to put Alexander Walker at the shooting guard spot, so he goes to an 80 overall. I actually do like the Alexander and Malik Beasley type of rotation, so I'm thinking this Hunter dude is probably who we're going to be trading away, just because, like, you know, we don't absolutely need him, or I guess if we want to, we could go with the smaller lineup, put Malik at the 3 spot, but yeah, so Hunter Sal is probably going to give us the best bang for our buck. Toss him in with, honestly, Devontae Graham, not really using them, and a future first round pick, and yeah, we're absolutely looking for a small forward in this case. So here we got Ben Simmons, could put him as small forward and just be good to go with that. Peyton and Lonzo Ball, we got Kennedy Chandler, okay, Jaylen Brown, ooh, man, that's nasty, okay. We also got to get Malik Beasley, so that's definitely a lot to get Jaylen, but it definitely puts us into that big 3 type of category. Here we got Jaren Jackson, he's not going to work at small forward. Tyler Hero, no. Halliburton, no. TJ Warren, fine, but Devin Booker, love Devin Booker, but doesn't really work in our case here either. So yeah, out of all these trades, they also want Malik Beasley for Ben Simmons. So yeah, let's do this trade here with the Boston Celtics, and we will get Jaylen Brown on the team. Make the trade offer. There we go, and that's perfect for us here, man. So now Kira Lewis, Nickeil Alexander, Jalen, Zion, Karl-Anthony Towns, Chris Boucher, Matthew Cleveland. Don't know much about him, but he'll get some decent PT. And what we'll do next, we'll put Trey Murphy at the small forward spot. So hopefully his rating goes up a little bit, and it does to a 79. So that's perfect. Okay, man. I feel like this team definitely can run it back here. So we're going to go with a 9-man rotation. Who is Matthew Cleveland? 78 overall player. Didn't really play too much for the Celtics. Looks like he's got something to offer. 6'7" player. We definitely have a tall lineup. So yeah, that will be good. Let's get you playing at 30. You also at about 30. Jaylen Brown should be playing quite a bit more too. Right up there with, damn, that's a nice ass big 3. I keep on forgetting we have Cat on the team here too, man. So, yeah, I expect we can win a championship. But then again, what do I know? Maybe we'll just lose every single game. Let's go ahead, guys, and simulate probably the final season of this rebuild and see how this new look big 3 Pelicans team can do. Alrighty, guys, the end of the regular season, 61 wins on the season. So yeah, this big 3 definitely going to be working here. Simulate through day, finish the W on the season. We got LaMelo as MVP. I've not seen that in this game before. So 31, 7, and 10. Damn. Victor as Rookie of the Year. Darius as 6-man. Of course. Of course. 24, 3, and 6. You know what, though? It makes me not feel as bad about the Jaylen Brown trade, because I was like, that was like... But this Hunter dude might be a beast. I just don't know much about him. So clearly he was a beast. All-NBA first, All-NBA second, and All-NBA third, looking like that. So none of our players making it, man. Come on now. But no matter, we're a 62-win team. So let's go to the player stats on the season again and see how the new pieces did for us. So our big 3, we got all of them averaging 20-plus points. Yeah, I mean, just across the board, man, all the stats pretty similar. A lot of really good efficiency. 67% field goal for Zion. We got 55 and 54 for Jaylen Brown and Karl-Anthony Towns, so that was great. Alexander Walker, Kira Lewis, yo, our entire starting 5. Damn, man. Yo, that is... benching it was fine. You know, between these guys right here, we got some veterans and everything, so that's completely good to see. But man, the starting 5 was nasty. Like, I just gotta say it. Okay, at least offensively speaking. Defensively, I'm not quite sure. Let's simulate the play-in tournament. Okay, so first round we got Cat's former team, the T-Wolves, simulate round, and okay, we get them 4 games to 1. 24 points for Karl-Anthony Towns, 21 for Anthony Edwards, 18 for Ingram. Ingram actually really fits pretty nicely on this team, and Valanciunas at center, like, that's actually a really solid team. Next up, Phoenix Suns. Simulate round against them and get them 4 games too. So a little bit of a scare, but overall, Jaylen Brown dropping 34. Like, yo, Chris, we ready to move on to the Western Conference Finals where we lost last year to, forgot who it was, but yeah, man, here we go. Simulate round. And yet again, man, the Western Conference Finals. We cannot get past it. Oh, man. Okay, so this rebuild was interesting because the season that I expected the least to win a championship in is the one we actually won in, and the one that I expected to win the most, this final, we lost. So, yeah, I don't really know what to think about that, but we got the 76ers winning it all with Joel Embiid. Did they keep Ben Simmons? I hope they kept Ben Simmons. They still got Ben Simmons, man. There we go, dropping his 8 points. There we go, man. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But I don't know how they ended up getting Emoni Bates. Like, that's actually kind of crazy. But yeah, overall, I guess like the point of this rebuild is kind of realizing that despite the team being kind of bad early on in the season, they very well built this team around Zion. So the point here is, you know, like once Zion's back and incorporated into the system, they should be fine. But also the Western Conference is very deep, so we'll kind of see about that, man. But, you know, some team has to be bad at the end of the day. What do you guys all think about Zion and the Pelicans, though, man? Do you feel like the team as it is can really do much, or do you think they need to go for, you know, another big name piece or something like that? But that's all we got. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the rebuild on current gen. If you don't want me to do current gen anymore, just let me know in the comment section below. Thank you all so much for watching, and peace out.